from EP Congress, les rendezvous MEDEE with one of my guests, the last of a long series of 3 days of interview. Welcome, Jean-François De Palma.
Good afternoon.
Jean-François De Palma, you are Power Electronic Specification Team Manager within Mersen. Mersen is a large group. Could you specify what you're doing within the group, please?
The Mersen Electrical Power is a group of about 2,500 to 3,000 people. We have two branches. We have one that called distribution, electrical distribution, and the other one power electronics. And today, specifically, we are here to present our product, our bundling of our own power electronics application.
So you are the right place. This is the stage, the TV stage. So could you just focus on 3 of these products, Jean-François?
Really, at EP, we are at the right stage, at the right place. We see a trend, the future trend, and we are proposing what we call product surrounding semiconductor. So you have the cooling plate, we have water cooling plate, we have air sink, we have different technology for cooling the semiconductor. We have the fuse that will protect when everything has failed. It will melt and open the circuit. And we have the laminated bus bar that will have low inductance, connection of the IGBT. So all 3 goes together around the semiconductor. So the goal of the team, the goal of my team is to propose the 3 products to protect the IGBT.
All right, thank you. So could you just describe also your clients, your market, and how you see the evolutions of the markets?
Our client, some of them are here. I would say the big name that everybody knows, the ABB, the GE, all the big customer, the end customer, the big OEM. The application will be traction, drive, energy storage, everything where we have power electronics, we are there. So targeting all the application on power electronics.
All right, so I think you're also here within EP Congress to establish connection with research, students, industrial end users. Could you just describe the kind of project you are handling now and the sector in which you are looking for talents and partnerships?
I would say, used to live in US and coming back in Europe, I'm pleased to see that there's a lot of youth people, young engineer in power electronics. So this is new for me. I'm pleased to see that. So I see that we can hire young people to be in power electronics. So this is what I'm looking in this EP. But also the trend, I would say the trend is well known. They've been presented this morning. Traction, HVDC, smart grid, storage energy. So electricity will run for the future. People will use more electricity. So we are here to support that. And coming at EP, I can see the trend, 5 years trend, 10 years trend. So this is good for our company to see what's coming in the future.
All right. So now let's talk about the future. How do you see the future of your industry, your product? Which kind of innovation can we normally expect in the coming weeks, years, decades? How do you see the future?
Innovation, I would say my boss will say I need innovation tomorrow, but innovation takes time. But I see, you can see yourself the challenge to our company. The challenge is coming from the IGBT manufacturer, silicon carbide component, higher temperature, higher voltage, higher frequency. So our product will have to follow this evolution. For example, in the past, even with silicon semiconductor, our fuse were 6,000 volt, 4,000 volt. Now we have application up to 10,000 volt. So being at this kind of meeting, we know the trend on semiconductor, so we know the trend that we have to apply on our product. So it's really critical for us to be here, to listen, and to make sure that in our bill of requirement, we adapt our evolution, our product, to make sure we meet the demand of the future customer.
All right, what is your next lesson? What topics did you learn this year within this Congress?
If I use the APEC conference in US and also the EP conference this year, I will see the silicon carbide is not anymore a laboratory tool or play for the student, for the professor. It has become reality in the industry. So we really need to focus on that. We really need to focus on higher temperature, fuses, cooling, and busbar. So this is what is key for me. It's in the industry now.
It's no more a research area.
Exactly.
It's a business opportunity. That's where most of our guests today will have to concentrate and focus.
Yeah, it's no more laboratory. It's time to play with it in the industry. So it's time for us to attack and address this market.
All right, Jean-François, we're close to the end of this interview. Is there specific topics you would like to talk about, topics we have not talking about right now and you would like to focus?
No, I was expecting more focus, and I saw some paper in the presentation. I was expecting more focus on storage energy because I believe this is the one trend that is not enough cover. But I saw some nice paper this year on it, and I believe this is to smart grid, HVDC, whatever we do, smart grid and storage energy. I'm sorry, will have to be addressed in the future. So I would like to see more focus on that, and I hope we will address university, industrial will address that in the near future.
All right, we are close to the end. If we want to have further information, do you advise us a website, an event you are organizing, how to get much more information within Mersen?
We have a nice website. It's been redone lately. We used to be, I have to give some history to closing. We used to call Faraz, so it's a very old company. Then we changed our name to Faraz Schomut, so for email was very long. So we changed our name to Mersen. So we still be the fuse guy. So to reach us, it's very simple. It's mersen.com. And then you go to electrical power link and you have all the product available.
Mersen.com.
Mersen.com.
And then move to electrical power. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Jean-François De Palma, Power Electronics Specification Team Manager. Thank you very much.